Jerry Kill, the head football coach from the University of Minnesota, recently visited Eastridge High School to speak about leadership to the entire coaching staff and then to the Student Captains Council. Coach Kill discussed what it means and what it takes to be a leader, sharing his experiences, successes, and the challenges he has faced. Student Captains Council is a program at Eastridge High School that identifies and builds leadership skills within students. Coach Kill spoke to these students about how they can be leaders in their activities and how that can carry into the classroom and beyond. Let's listen to some of his inspiring message.
Special. Our country needs leadership. Would you agree with that? You know where they're going to get it? The grown-ups screwed it all up. No, that's the truth. There ain't anything wrong with kids. Kids are fine. My generation screwed it all up. You know, we forgot the values and what it takes to be successful, and then the next generation, it just keeps going like this. So you got to save it. You're the young leaders, not only here in Minnesota, but who knows? One of you may be running our country or doing a lot of things. Don't say you can't. Don't say you can't, but that's what's wrong. So you, as young people, you've got to take leadership responsibility. And here you're doing it in different groups. We got all kinds of different groups. Some may lead 20, some may lead 50, some may lead 125 of them. I think the best way to lead is to get out in front and stand for something. What's your standards? What are you going to be? Because all those people you're leading are looking to you. They're looking at you. What do you do? How do you handle situations? To give you an example for where I'm at and what we do, I can't tell the young people I'm working with, hey, this is the way you do it. This is how you do it. This is what you need to do to excel, to be at the top. And then their head coach is not doing it. If I'm telling you, hey, you need to do this, do that, don't drink, put yourselves in good positions, and the head coach is doing all those things, how can I lead? You got to be different. You got to be a little bit different. You, within your group, are going to have to make tough decisions. Leaders don't make easy decisions. As a head football coach, there's nothing easy about making decisions. If you're a good leader, not everybody's going to like you. Everybody understand that? You know why? If everybody likes you, you're not doing anything. Because being a leader, you got to stand for something. I always say as a head football coach, 50% of people are going to like me, the other 50% are going to question me. If you get 80-20, I'll probably get fired. You got to be able to make those tough calls. If you're the leader of the group and you got a group in there and you're working with them and you're teaching them or you're getting them to work towards that goal that you set, whether it's a football team, whether it's a choir group, whether it's an academic group that you're working with, doesn't matter. You've got to make sure all that group is going the same way. And I guess the best way I can relate it to is you're not in school, you're not surrounded, you're not with your parents, you're out with the ladies, you're out with the guys, whatever the deal is, and there's something going on over here that's not too good. Are you going to be strong enough as a leader to get over there and grab your buddy who's a part of whatever group that you're in, and grab him and say, hey, come here, man. Get over here. You can't do that. We're not going to be successful. You're not going to be successful if you don't get over here in the right direction. And you get him over there. If you can do that, that's a sign of a good leader. The other thing is a sign of a good leader is how you handle adversity. How do you handle adversity? Let me tell you, life is like this. It's just like that. I'm not trying to scare you, but it is. This is the best time of your life. You got a lot of people around you. And what they're doing is training you to be able to handle this. What do you do when you're down here? Whatever group it is, you're going to have some disappointments. You're going to have some things that don't go your right way or go the right way. How do you handle it? I always say you judge a person when his back's against the wall, or her back's against the wall. When it's back there and back against the wall, how are they going to react to it? Well, I can tell you from my own personal experience, through being around a group of people. I've been coaching for 31 years, and being around a lot of kids, around a lot of coaches, the best way to handle adversity, that's the best example you can be as a leader. You know, I think all of you know my situation of being epileptic. Now, being a coach, being epileptic, not so easy. You probably read about that. But the thing about it is, I've got some adversity. I've got a tough situation. Do you feel sorry for yourself, or do you make something right out of that adversity? The best thing I can do as a leader of our football program and an example for the state of Minnesota is go back to what I was taught a long time ago. If you want to be a leader, you want to be a head coach, you want to be in charge, that's the best time to show who you are and what you do. And as a leader, what I had to do is I had to show those young men, no matter what hits you in the face, when you're down like that and people are putting you down even more, that's when you got to fight back. That's when you got to lean on your character. And the best example, the people that you're working with, when they see you down here and they see you battle back and you fight through the adversity and then you're back where you need to be, those people that you're influencing, they go, hey, this guy's practicing what he's preaching. Or it could be a young lady that's practicing what she's preaching. So how you handle adversity, that's how your team reacts to it. That's how your people work at it. Because it's not easy. It's not easy. And right now, you live in a society, as young people, everything's all right. You know, you get rewarded if you walk out the door, here's this trophy, here's this t-shirt, all that stuff. Guess what? When you go up, you don't get all that sometimes. The competition gets stiffer. It's more competitive. When you go to the college level, in the classroom, whatever club you join, whatever program and sports you join, it gets tougher as you go. And it goes like this. And then you really got to lean on what your morals are and who you are. And as you go up, it continues to get tougher. When I was coaching, it was easier, tougher, tough. The higher you go up, the harder it is. That's when it tests your character. Are you going to change who you are because you're at a different place? Do you have to adapt a little bit? Yes. But do you come off what you've been taught your whole life? No.